Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to my PlatinumAlgo review. Before I get started, just want to say a couple things about several different little services. First of all, I have a free course here for you guys. Just check the link in the description below. It's Learn How to Win 90% of Your Trades in 90 Seconds, which is awesome. It's all about selling options. It's an email course. Some people charge thousands for this. We give it away for free with Lance at thetatraders.com. And basically it's how to win even if the market's going up, down, or sideways, which is awesome. So I really think this course is simple, it's easy to follow, it's an email sequence that comes out daily for a week or so you can kind of break it down into bite-sized chunks. Pretty good. A couple of services I'm really enjoying at the moment. They're pretty new. Catalyst Cashouts Live with Brian Bottarelli. This is basically taking advantage of the government reports. So when the government reports on these economic events, basically the market usually gaps up or down, and these are overnight trades that are designed to take advantage of those, whether it goes up or down. As long as it moves significantly, these trades should work out in theory. This is supported by a lot of backtest results, and I'm pretty excited about this service, so I'll leave a link in the description below for Catalyst Cashouts Live by Brian Bottarelli. The other one is Nate Bear's Daily Profits Live. This is interesting because Nate took $37,000, turned it into 2.7 million, about $2.7 million in 4 years, and now he's sharing his strategies of profit surge, basically profit surges after earnings, where the stock continues up after earnings, and he uses his own mixture of technicals, TPS system as it's known, to make sure that he tries to get a good entry and exit. So yeah, check that out as well. I'll leave a link in the description below. It's on a limited time, lifetime deal at the moment, so you can go to the article and click on any of the links to learn more and to see the prices and things like that. Alright, let's get into Platinum. I always say this weird. Platinum. Alright, PlatinumAlgo. So I bought this. Somebody suggested after looking at some of my other reviews that I should try this one out. So I did. It was $67 for a month. So the cost is very much in line with things like LuxAlgo and some of these other ones. So even the website looks similar to a lot of these things. So I'm starting to notice a real pattern here. And I've put a list together of all the ones I've reviewed, and I'll share that with you in the description below, because this is starting to become kind of monotonous almost. They're all very similar, although one does stand out, and that's Algo Pro. So one does stand out in terms of value, and the amount of stuff you get, the accuracy of the signals, and the price. The lifetime price of Algo Pro is better than all of them, including this one. But I thought I'd go through this one just in case there was some secret magic part of this that I really liked. Unfortunately, I didn't find anything that I really liked in it at all. So it's very generic. So basically, if you go to the website, I'll leave a link in the description below, and you can go through, and it basically just says like what you get, and it's the typical buy sell signals that you see with all of these. There's usually some moving average combination, crossover or whatever, that's marked in red for a downtrend, a green in an uptrend. I'll show you on my actual charts in a minute. There's a dashboard which looks exactly like Algo Pro's dashboard, and they all look very similar. They have a profit and stop loss part to this as well, which is good. It'll be useful. They have a trend filter, which I will talk about a little bit because it is interesting, although I'm not sure about how useful it is in practice. They have reversal indicators that you can use, so like you can see the tiny little dots here are showing reversals on the charts. And the smart money concept stuff as well, which I'm not a huge fan of, but some people like to use them on these charts in combination with the signals for, adding extra confluence to their charts. So let's take a look at it in real time. This is the Platinum Algo's chart on PLTR. So I just picked this one at random. And this is just a 1 minute chart. So generally these types of algos work better on longer term. So they'll always work on like a swing trading basis. So if you're like looking at daily charts, you'll nearly always get like a really nice looking chart, or you can at least change the sensitivity to give you a really nice looking chart. And so something I've learned with these systems is they always have some sort of multiplier sensitivity, and PlatinumAlgo is no different. Basically, this one has a sensitivity of 1 to 6. If I hit the show buy sell, these buy sell things should turn off. I think by now everybody knows what these mean. A green up arrow means a potential buy, and a down arrow, which is red, could mean a potential sell. The little crosses, which a lot of these things have, usually mean take profit. So you take profit on the way down here. And so you can see the sensitivity set to 3 at the moment. If I change that, this is the same with most of these systems, so this is nothing particularly new. You can see how this little arrow appeared or moved. Let's move it back. Let's watch up here. Yeah, so it moved a little bit. And so they suggest it really going between 3 and 6 for the sensitivity. So let's go up and see what happens as we change the sensitivity. So you can see it's kind of moving down. It's not catching the moves quite so well. So in this particular instance on this market, maybe 3 is optimal. Let's try a 2. 2 is a little bit better. But you tend to get more signals and more fake outs. So let's just put it back to 3 at the moment. Okay. So the signal offset is pretty straightforward. If you increase that, the markers move away from the candles to make it look more clean. But I actually like to have them closer because you can actually see a little bit more what candle it's pointing at, and you realize that these form when the candle closes. So you're really buying up here on this one rather than down here. So that's basically the same thing as all of these indicators. So still nothing new here and nothing I'm getting excited about. Then came the trend filter. Now most of these things have some sort of trend filter on them. This one was quite interesting. So let's have a look what happens when you hit the trend filter. So if we hit the trend filter on this one, you can see that a lot of them disappear. And so this is my problem with this particular trend filter, is you're now missing some really nice moves. Like if this is turned to red, why is the trend not down here on the 1 minute? And why do we not see a sell signal on this one here? We see an up one when it's here, but we seem to miss a lot of the signals. So the trend filter is immediately, it's not particularly helpful in terms of if you want more trades. So remember, this is a 1 minute time frame, so you might not want all of these trades, and I'll show you some of the bad signals off to the sides that you're not looking at right now, but you'll see them in a sec. So the trend filter turning on and off definitely gets rid of trades. So you're left with this one little up thing, instead you miss this whole down thing. However, the big question is, does it help with chop? Because this is something that most people get into problems with or dislike about these indicators, is that there's usually, when the market is choppy, you usually get a lot of nonsense. So look at this, for example, in the 1 minute. Have fun trading this, right? Buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell. Now, the big question is, does the trend filter get rid of that noise, even though you're losing this signal? So let me put the box over here. So you see how we now have, without the trend filter on, we have this nice sell signal here. We still have the buy signal, then another sell. So this is nice. Does this disappear when we change the trend filter on though? Because if it does, people might actually, like this tool a little bit more. But it doesn't. So the problem is, we're losing good trades, but not getting rid of the bad trades. So at least on this time frame, 1 minute, which is always kind of the worst with these systems. So you could probably then mess with the sensitivity, right? So you could then go to the sensitivity and turn it up. So there'd be more trades, which would probably make things a little bit better. So you could try setting up your charts that way. You still got this chop though. This is the problem, and you're not catching these moves. So overall, I'm not impressed on the short time frames that you can get rid of the chop with the trend filter, which is the whole point. So PlatinumAlgo is not impressing me with the trend filter particularly right now, which is what I was excited about, because I'm really looking for one that is really clean. So maybe I'm being unfair. Maybe we should look at SPY and look at like a longer time frame. So let's go to SPY, see what it's doing today. So this is SPY. You can see we still have this chop when SPY's basically, this was the problem with PLTR. This is still this chop. Yes, we've got a nice move up here, and we've got a nice move down, so it's looking good here. We're in a bullish trend at the moment, although we're breaking down a little bit now. So this is just on the default settings. This is on the 1 minute still, so let's go to something a bit more day tradey. So let's go to 5 minute. So you can already start to see there's a lot of signals here. A lot of them work, but they're not big moves. There's definitely some fake outs. So there's a couple of fake outs here. So let's go and turn on the, well, let's see. So show buy and sell. So let's turn on the trend filter, see what happens. That actually looks a lot better. So maybe on the 5 minute we start to see the effect of the trend filter. We're missing this big long up signal, but all we have is down signal. So obviously the market is kind of in a downtrend on the longer time frames. So we're really only getting one fake out here, whereas the rest on this particular chart, which isn't a huge data sample, you can see it's from the 11th to the 15th, starting to get like more of the downtrend signals only. But again, we are missing some of the nice long uptrends. So that's kind of interesting. Changes the sensitivity, doesn't change it that much, it moves things about a little bit. So if you're a swing trader on SPY, let's look at like the 2 hour, see what that looks like. So this is with the trend filter on, and this actually looks pretty good. So you can see we only have really one fake out here. We're still kind of in a downtrend here, so there's no... This is very interesting. We're in a downtrend here. Let me check I've got the trend filter on. So trend filter is on. I mean, we're clearly in a downtrend here, but we're still getting signals. So that's definitely interesting. If we change the sensitivity, let's see if that helps. So you can always set up the sensitivity. It doesn't really help when we go down. If we go up, just one, let's see what happens. Go up one, you get less signals, but they all look like they work to some degree. So yeah, you're definitely getting moves off all of them. So if you were trading the 2 hour, for example, on PlatinumAlgo, then you would be pretty good on the 2 hour on SPY. So yeah, not too bad. I wouldn't say there's anything exceptional here though, but this is interesting playing with the different time frames, and I hope that you guys that use algos, this kind of applies to all algos, is you have to set them up. So if you're a 2 hour swing trader on SPY, then you want to optimize these previous signals like this with the trend filter on, the buy sell signals obviously shown, and you can try and optimize this so that when the next signal comes, hopefully it's in line with the back sort of back tested, I guess, or previous signals. But the problem is the market can change, and obviously it's changed abruptly recently, and the signals may need to be, the sensitivity and stuff might need to be re-optimized for that. But yeah, so you can see on SPY, it does actually work pretty well when you mess around with it. If we turn the trend filter off here, we get back to that chop, but we do actually get a trade here to the downside because basically there is a trade here, but you get a lot more of this chop. So the trend filter does seem to be helping on these longer time frames. I didn't think it was, but now I'm exploring it a bit more. Look at the 4 hour here. So this is without the trend filter. Without the trend filter, it's not too bad. There's a little fake out there and then a nice long win. Let's turn on the trend filter. And basically we just have one signal, but it's a good one. Sometimes quality over quantity, right? So if we turn the trend filter off and just look at, like, for the people that want the longer time frames, like the daily. So this is what's surprising to me, is there's more fake outs here. This is not much of a down move right at all. Although with the profit loss set, this would still be a winner. I'll show you that in a second. But these are surprising to me that there's so few signals here, and this is definitely like a fake out right here. So this is an amazing winning trade though if you could hold this. But these are long trades, like months. So you can change it to give you, like I said, you can change the sensitivity like you can on Algo Pro and all these things. If we go down, we can get some more signals. But you can start to see that they're not maybe as good quality. Like, yeah, you get a couple more. But overall, this program, it's not too bad, I would say. It's not as good as Algo Pro for accuracy, but I do like this trend filter feature. So let's turn that back on here. Again, we're not getting a lot of great trades here. This one is the best one, obviously. But yeah, it's definitely a bit strange. Quite like it though. So let me see where we at. So those are the main features for the buy sell signal stuff, the trend on and off. There's a dashboard. I don't really like these dashboards, but often they're helpful. So they're saying that the current position is bullish, the current daily trend is bullish, and to me this feels a bit weird given that we're having this pull down, but that's what it tells me. That's what it says, so we'll see. So I'll get rid of that dashboard. They always just clutter the place up. So this is interesting. You can show the previous highs and lows and the close for the previous day. So on the daily chart, obviously it doesn't make a huge amount of sense. So let's go to like 1 hour chart here. So this is basically the high, the close, and the low of the day. So they're marked over here. So this is previous day low. So you can see we tested the previous day low. This was on Friday, so it was marked it. We haven't tested it actually today, so if we zoom in here, we're getting close to testing Friday's low on the candle close, basically down here. But the this line it's at now, let's see where we're at. Try and move around here. So this is the previous day close, so we're getting towards the previous day close, and this is previous day high on the 1 hour chart. So we got rejected from the previous day high right here, and we're hitting the previous day close right here. So these could be useful for people. This is a feature actually I haven't seen in any of the other ones. They're probably in there somewhere, but things like Algo Pro and LuxAlgo don't have anything as clear as this to me. And this can be very useful if you're a trader who likes to trade use key lines like the previous day low, the previous day high. So it could be kind of useful. We go to 5 minute, let's see. Do like a 10 minute here. Get rid of this nonsense. So this makes things a bit clearer. You can see we got a nice rejection off the previous day's close, but we do have a down signal on the 15 minute chart at the moment. But at least we're not near previous day lows, and hopefully we see a move up for people that are long to the previous day highs again. It did reject from there though, so you can see the value in these lines. So it could be something that you guys might find useful. So I haven't explored a lot of these other things, but there's a lot of things here that are in all the other different algos, like showing the structures. So things like break and resistance, so change of character. They always put these in such small lettering, but this is showing that basically if you break this line here, it's probably going to break down. So you can use those as like resistance and support. So change of character here means that we've seen an upswing, and it's probably, if it breaks, it's probably going to continue. So those are, never really found them that useful, to be honest. So I don't really look at the internal structure that much. But this is no different from a lot of these other programs. Nothing super exciting here. Show strong, weak, and high and low. Let's see what happens here. Interesting. So let's see. Not quite sure what that's doing, but don't know how interesting that really is. Order blocks can be useful. I know some people use order blocks quite a bit. So for example, here we have some order blocks right at the previous day's low. So that would add some more credibility to a bounce here. So you might see a down signal here, but then you've got the order blocks here and you've got the previous day close here. So that might make you a little bit hesitant, or it should make you a little bit hesitant that this will be a winning signal. Whereas in contrast here, you have sell order blocks here and a sell signal, and so this is also above the high of the day, so there's a good chance that this could sell off, which it did. So the order blocks can be pretty useful. Again though, you get these things on all the other ones as well. There's really very few that don't give you these features. So that's really an overview of what you get on PlatinumAlgo. I think it's decent, but the pricing's a little bit high. So if we go to the pricing, I don't think it's much better or better than Algo Pro. It has less features, that's for sure. And so I'm not completely convinced that it's something that I'm going to stick with. You guys can make up your own mind, obviously. The pricing is, like I said, a little on the high side, $67 a month. I don't think I'm going to keep this. I don't think it's good enough that it will replace my Algo Pro. Again, I'll leave a link for Algo Pro in the description below. It's probably the best out of these ones that I've found, at least for value, because the lifetime, for example, on this one, lifetime, is $398.97, which is double what Algo Pro is. So the lifetime isn't cheap, and the quarterly isn't, it's not that bad, I guess. But overall, I wouldn't say this is the best priced one. It's not the worst, but it's definitely not the best. So definitely take that into consideration when you're looking at maybe buying this. But yeah, so that's my review. Hopefully you guys found it useful. I'm probably going to use it for a little bit and then see if there's anything else interesting. If there is, I'll report it in some videos. If not, you probably won't hear again from me about this PlatinumAlgo. Just testing it out, seeing how it goes. The only feature I really like is these previous close, previous day low, previous day high. That I don't think I've really seen on the other ones, but I might be wrong. I might have just missed them. Let me know in the comments if I've missed them on LuxAlgo or Algo Pro, because I may have just missed the fact that you can add these in easily on these other programs. So, I mean, we can take a quick look as well. Let's just do that. I've got a few more minutes here. So let's go to, you'll see all the indicators I've currently got, which is crazy. I've stopped with some of them, but these are all the different premium indicators I'm using. PlatinumAlgo, SimpleAlgo. SimpleAlgo is pretty good, by the way. You should check that one out as well. LuxAlgo. Let's look at Algo Pro version 1.2. So let's put that up. So it's a complete mess at the moment because I haven't optimized it at all. By the way, this take profit entry and stop loss, you can also do that on PlatinumAlgo as well. So if we go to here, I don't think there's a previous day high, previous day low, previous day close in here. I don't see it now. So I don't think Algo Pro has that. So if that's something that really makes a difference to you, then it might shift the boat towards PlatinumAlgo. Anyway, hopefully it's useful. Talk to you guys soon. Hope you enjoy the rest of the trading day.